Right, we've got the sheet back, you guys, look, and we've got 3 things that failed. Power steering pipe, not a big deal. There's an oil leak that must be higher up in the engine, we couldn't see it. And basically the lights just need reset properly, but that is not bad at all. But the day of filming this, it's Wednesday, is it today? Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. And we're going to go on holiday in Saturday. And we've got 14 days to get this thing done for its MOT, or its retest I should say, which is on the Friday when we come back, 2 weeks time. So guys, what I think me and David are going to do is go up to the field just now and open up the cab, find out where this oil leak is, and I think we might just put it to Sheriff Mill for the beam and we'll order the pipe. What do you reckon, son? Cool. Now again, we're getting to know our vehicle. I think this is the power steering. I think. And if that's the case, then that is the pipe they're talking about. This one here, look.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's pretty
must
gnarly. Well, we can actually replace this bit of pipe quite easily, son. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so up and under here, look. That's it. He must be talking about the other side though, son. It can't be this one. This one kind of looks okay. And then up it goes. Yeah, no, I think we're okay, son. I think it's just that little section of pipe. But that oil leak is concerning. I don't remember seeing that when I was working on her. But there's definitely something not right there. There's definitely an oil leak somewhere. It's not from the sump, is it? Because we did the sump, son.
Yeah, we did.
So hard to tell. Well, I don't think so, though. I think that's dripping down the way. I think if we go up to the highest point, we'll find it. Can we adjust these lights ourselves? I don't think so. There's not...
What do we need to do?
It's just because they're... I mean, it's ever so slightly. They probably need to come forward a little bit or something. But it's not like the Land Rover doesn't have its own...
I think you might have to go down.
We'll have to change that someday. Look at that, guys. Give it a good power wash just now, though. We'll just get all this tidied up. Yeah, so the highest point of the oil seems to be over here. I'm just wondering, is that... It can't be the rocker cover gasket, surely, but... I don't know, maybe it is. So what we'll do is, we will give this engine a power... Oh, yeah. I mean, there wasn't oil like that before. Definitely not. No, definitely not, because I would have noticed it.
Last time, I think it was the day before we put her in, or the day we were going to put her in. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I know. There's something not quite right there. Now, I wonder if that is the compressor for the air brakes and stuff. I wonder. I don't know. I don't really, I'm not hugely familiar. Right, let's wash this baby. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I'm sure I'm absolutely safe under this cab, but I'd rather have a nice big piece of metal, just in case. But this gunk spray bottle's not working. Right, we'll just have to get the power washer on it and find out. But I think we're looking at the rocker cover gasket. It looks very much like it. Yeah, I think it's a rocker gasket. So basically we'll take the top end of the engine off. If we get rid of all this oil just now, we can start her up and see if we can see where the oil's coming from. Yeah, so we're just saying that, you know, if we went across the Isle of Skye on this thing, and just imagine one of these pipes blew or whatever, I think what we're best doing is going to have some spares, eh? We're going to take some tubing at this size, and like some Jubilee clips. Fan belts are really good as well. And I think what we'll do is count it all up and keep a stock in the lorry. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sounds
that
good.
Way we can do roadside repairs instead of having to be towed all the way back to the Isle of Skye or something. In theory, it would be okay, you see. But if we check over this whole engine, everything, all the pipes, all the clips, make sure everything's in place, everything's tight.
That's what I said before we go, maybe to do the Alman TT next year. Check over the entire thing.
We do not want to break down on the Isle of Man.
Because it's a 7-hour drive.
So we're aiming for having her like totally done before the Isle of Man. So it's a long way. That's 9 months away. And we'll just chip away at it bit by bit. But the idea is to do bits so that she's always on the road. We're not going to take her off. even alternator belt here, and the belt down here for the fan. Clean all that up, what a difference it makes. And all your electrical connections as well. See, if you keep all these clean, WD-40 on them and stuff like that, the wires don't get corroded. You have less problems. Right guys, so we've taken it up the car, we've started it up, and we've been looking for about 10 minutes now and I still can't see anything. Still can't see any oil leaks. So yeah, we are back, people. We are back to the field, aren't we? And we've got basically got a bit to do with the old ragwort, eh, Sonny boy?
Just up there's
Up there's pretty bad. And we don't have to worry too much about that just now because we're still in the summer period, same as the trailer. So the lorry, and this is what we're on just now. And we're actually just back from our holidays, aren't we, at this time of filming this?
Yeah, we came home a day early.
So what we're doing today is we have got to fix the power steering, haven't we, son?
Yeah.
We can do that though, so we're going to drain it. How are we looking, son? This is the ones we've just found in the lorry.
Yeah, it's like almost perfect on
Almost
there.
perfect, and we're really hoping these pipes are right. We had to order these before we left on holiday, you see, eh, Sonny boy?
Yeah, so they came in whilst we were away.
Yeah, so hey ho, we'll get on it. Yeah, so we're hugely impressed, aren't we, son? Look, he's obviously kept these just in case, and that's what we were thinking, obviously.
Could have been her husband or she had them in.
I think it was him though. I think it just looks like that. He's done really well. So we're going to swap them out as well.
And there's only 3 window wipers on the front, so he's kept 3.
Exactly 3. What a man. Superb. Yeah, so Dobbs is just putting in some hydraulic oil for the carb lift. Here we go. So since we're back, yeah, just get in there, son. WD-40 on the bits that kind of all move. Yeah, more in there, son. This bits and pieces down. That's it. Oh yeah. We like our WD-40, don't we? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, things like, see, all this is okay for now, but it won't be later, so I've really got to think about it soon and get these done. Especially these struts, and these struts over here, these points that have got a lot of weight and do quite a lot. We just want to make sure, but we are going to change out most of these pipes, aren't we, son? Because it's the matter of, you know,
Isn't it
for...
that pipe there?
Yeah. It's part of it, that one, but yeah. You see, one of the pipes is thicker, and it's that pipe over there that's failed, so we're going to cut it off, you see, and put in this length of tubing, and I'm really hoping we've got the right size. I think we're okay though.
It looks like it, but you'll have to take that off and then put it together like that to see.
And this guy's the power steering reservoir here. I think, again, I've never worked on this thing before, that'll be the power steering pump there, so we need to get all the power steering fluid out first. Right, so let's just double check to see what the spare is actually for.
Something.
Look, you see it?
Fan belt.
And beside the fan, look, you see it? It might be the fan belt, son.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's been squeaking.
Yeah.
It's just not WD'd.
Yeah, so pipes are perfect. So we're gonna have to cut these off. Look, they're just absolutely ruined. You're actually better with clips that you press together and they automatically tighten. I'll maybe see if I can get some of them from somewhere. But for now, the old Jubilee clip will have to do the job, eh? So yeah, that's the power steering pump there, and I'm thinking that if we can drain that just now, we should be good. David found the thin disc just in time. Look, but we've cut it off. Oh, is there two there? I'm just going to cut that Jubilee clip off with a grinder there, you see.
Sitting at the side
And
of the toolbox.
hold on, son. And I couldn't get this drain plug out there either, so it's okay. We'll just have to go with it this way. And the plan again is we're going to cut this pipe about there, I think. Hopefully, and then put the new tube on. So we're going to have to drain it from here, the lowest point it looks like it is to me anyway. So here we go. Power steering stuff's coming out. Yeah, so there we go. So what we're going to do, because this is the bit of pipe that failed on the inspection. So I want to cut it back to about here, I think. And then we can replace this pipe that heads up there. We're just going to have to cut these Jubilee clips off as well. That's not going to be very pretty, but we'll get them. Yeah, so one of the pipes doesn't fit, so I think we're just going to reuse this one, but we'll cut the Jubilee clip off. But before I can cut that off, we'll cut this piece of pipe off and we'll link the two together. Right, so that's a bit of pipe off, which is aces. I'm going to clean this pipe as well, because it's looking just a little bit corroded, and we'll paint it as well. Make sure that it's okay. Right, so Dabs, we'll just give the pipe a wee test. Look, this is the one we just cut off. I think they're talking about there. See if you take the sharp end of the chippy hammer and give it a bash. It really wasn't far away. I don't think we're going to break the surface. Try that. Looks like one of the worst bits. Aye, look, let's go. Yeah, so we're short of one Jubilee clip. This is great. This is the kind of spares he had in there. Granted, these are rusty. They won't be much use for anything now, but a lot of these are really, really good. And look, the bulbs. They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really chuffed with that. That just means that we've got a ton of stuff, haven't we? Yeah, ton of spares in case anything goes wrong. Right, so Young Dav's just filled this thing back up with power steering fluid, and we can't actually start the engine and test it yet, but there doesn't seem to be any leaks at all from that two hoses, which is absolutely great. We're going to have to get all this cleaned up though, look.
All the rust.
It's just, no, bit by bit, guys, we'll just do it, you know. None of these bits, obviously it's had its inspection, none of these parts are actually rust that's going all the way through. It's just surface stuff. But if we catch it now and paint it with the red oxide paint, it'll really help us. We've also cleaned that pipe up next to it as well. But now you know a little bit about power steering, son. Because as you'll see, look, that's the steering column coming down there into the top, and that gives you the power assist, which is more rightly called power assisted steering. How cool is that?
Cool.
Yeah, so guys, we've left it, obviously we've been away for 10 days, and there's just, I think it's just here. It's on just this corner here of the rocker cover. And again, this is all new to me, but the rocker should be easy enough to take off and put a, aye, and I mean, look, see when you look down, you see that's a shiny, it has to be coming from there. Because it was spraying back that way, you see, as well. We thought we'd solved it, didn't we, son? But it's just not the case. So here we go, guys. We're just taking off this part. It's great because this rocker obviously comes off in two parts. But David's just still getting to know your engine, aren't you, sonny boy?
I'm just having a look at everything and asking questions.
Follow the pipes. Just follow the pipes.
Yeah, because I was wondering what this pipe was. So I looked at this, and then it seems to come from there, and then go
up. It goes. So it has to be coolant.
Yeah,
that is a coolant
is
pipe.
Where it goes in, but then there's this, which the pipe comes around down into this pipe thing here.
Yeah, you got it.
It goes around into the engine. So what could this be?
That's for coolant. That whole bit there is for the coolant. You put in all the water and the antifreeze into there. Deionized water. We'll share that another day though. Yeah, so we're just saying, guys, look, check the gasket. We're right. That's the gasket there that's broken, and that's why it is gushing oil out of that. Well, it's not gushing oil. There you go, son, there's the valves and all that, just above the cylinders. You need special tools to get the valves in and out. There's the camshaft.
Oil.
That's awesome.
And then the leak.
Yeah.
Looks the exact same.
But yeah, look. And that's what's been. That might have came apart when we pulled it off right enough, but you can see the oil. There's definitely this corner here. Right, so the young man is hitting the rocker gasket. Obviously, he's cleaning out the flange, giving it a little bit of a sand at the same time. Look,
yeah.
We might have to take these back off to paint them at some point, though, eh? But yeah.
There's hair on it.
Yeah. So what we want is to get all this really nice and cleaned up. But I was talking about painting this, son. I'm not. I wonder if we should leave it off. I would have to cover it over, obviously, but leave it off to paint these. Have a think.
We get like this, and then cover it, paint it, take it off.
It's just because the inspection's coming up, and it just makes me a little nervous about getting too, going too far.
Let's start painting already.
Let's just get done what needs done. Eh? We can always do that later. Right. So using the old template, look, that's what we're going to do with the diff. But we ended up finding it, and it was okay. So we just ditched that idea. So we're going to do it with this. This will be fine. Right, and here he goes. So that is it. It's a rocker back on. Dave's just tightening up the last of the bolts. We get her started now, son, actually.
And just this one.
Yeah, so Dave's just doing opposite. So final check. We're just checking we haven't left any sockets or bits and pieces.
Double check on this side.
Cloths. Anything broken. Nothing. See, all this will clean up as well. We need to get back into that and get it looking really good. All that will clean up. Yeah, we're looking okay, I think. Right, so it feels okay to me. Look, definitely power steering if you can do it by one hand, eh? Surely. So we've fixed the leak. We've done the power steering. We've got another problem now. We've got a leak coming from our jack that jacks the cab up and down. So that is a major pain. I'll just have to deal with that as well, though. Yeah, so not impressed with you today, Jessica, at all. Just driving, believe it or not, the annual inspection. These two wires broke on the indicator. Wouldn't put on the left indicator and it wouldn't work. Like, so I've just had to solder on. That's the two wires that had broken. I've just soldered them back on, and now I'm gently putting this back together again. Okay, guys, we're almost down to pick up Jessica for MOT, but look what we just spotted. It's in Precision Engineering Services. I don't want to wander in, but my goodness gracious. That's pretty much very similar to ours, but it's got the high lift. Look at the size of the wheels.
Oh, yeah.
We've just got the little economy wheels. But look at that as a monster. It is actually in Elgin Truck and Van, so I don't think they'll really mind if I have a quick look. Okay guys, so we're getting some ideas. Yeah, so look, it's got the high lift. Obviously, wheels are almost double the size of Jessica's. Long range fuel tank, look. That fuel tank's probably twice as big as Jessica's.
How big the tires are.
Look at that. So yeah, I mean, not the same model, obviously, but it's got the high lift kit on it.
And then the army vehicle that we saw last week is still there.
But I wonder, right? I wonder if Jessica, because there's a lot of gap between Jessica's tyre and the actual arch itself. I wonder if you could actually get that, but just imagine those buying those tyres.
Look
oh dear Lord.
Tiny one.
Tiny.
Next to a big boy.
And then when you see Jessica in a little while, oh, she's just beautiful. That's like a roll cage kit, I think, on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like and I've seen outer roll cage ones before, actually. I mean, this thing is literally beautiful. But I'm sorry to say, guys, not as beautiful as that. I love my big lorries. I love them. I absolutely love them.
Is that fire escape?
Now, this is what we want for the side of Jessica, definitely. Slightly different design for our one, there'll be plastic. But that, my friends...
steps.
Yeah.
That's Jessica's normal step, but since it has a high lift kit, then they have to add another step.
But I'm sorry, guys, this is just...
Then,
that was the dream. That's the dream originally, is having a lorry like that.
and then big boys over there.
So the big, you'll see the big army man. I think it's an HX, isn't it? The
He might have
HX is.
failed that MOT because I didn't see him.
There's Jessica over there. But first, guys, we've really got to get. Well, I wasn't sure if she had passed or failed, you see, so we just had to drive across. So I'll need to get Sharon to drive me back to take Jessica home. We can do that. There we go, McDonald's, baby. This is the only place we want to be, baby. Hey, how cool is that? Yeah, and the army truck's still over there as well, but here she is! Finally! MOTted, MOT'd. Really, really good, guys. So we'll just get ourselves out of here. Oh yeah, it's one of the... He's going in for his MOT now, I think. But yeah, it's just amazing, this place. Look at that lovely silver underruns there, that's awesome. Right, so we're back. Check it out. Expiry date next year, end of July 2024, which is just absolutely brilliant. Obviously there's a couple of advisories, the brake drums and plates at the back that advised that, you know, that we need to get kind of sorted out very shortly, sort of thing. And an oil leak, but it's not leaking. It's not dripping when the engine's running, but there seems to be an oil leak, but I don't think so. I don't know if that's just, you know, with the way we cleaned it or something, I don't know, but it's fine just now. But yeah, so at some point the brakes need all cleaned up on the back and stuff like that, which is absolutely amazing.